The longest I think I've lived in a city, probably since I was a kid, was probably Philadelphia when I was playing hockey down there. And
Oh, cool. You're in Philly.
I was in Philly, and like that whole East Coast, like people don't realize, like Boston down to like Washington D.C. is just like basically one big city.
It's crazy. Yeah. It just
Yeah,
goes on
it
forever.
just goes on forever, and it's
Yeah.
just like it's like a mega. I think they call it like a megatropolis or something like that. Like it's like
Oh,
50
okay.
million people packed into that one
Ooh.
spot.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's just like that whole like New York never sleeps. Like I didn't feel like Philly slept either. I just like this,
Yeah.
but it didn't feel like great. Now, granted, I was kind of under like a pathway for airplanes that go into the airport, so like obviously like not the most peaceful place to be living, but
Yes.
um, I just felt like, man, there was like a tension in the air. It just felt tense there, and um, people they had incredible character. I remember like there's people like that were the first time I ever like met people that were like almost like directly out of a movie. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, like, people like this exist. Like this is crazy. But I remember that tension in the air, and it just couldn't you couldn't
Right.
really escape it. And it was something that I didn't enjoy it, that part of
Huh.
it. And there's a liveliness, of course, like the amenities and everything else that goes with living in a city, but like that part was very strange to me. And this is another crazy thing that I don't know if I'm oversharing here, but
No,
like
no.
um there's a when you're in a city, people don't really recognize you as a human. They just walk past you because there's so many of you walking around. There's so many people walking around that like in a small town, like, I'm from Wilcox, Saskatchewan. There's like 100
Uh-huh.
people, 200 people, and everybody waves at everybody when they drive down the street.
Well, there is that. Yeah.
And like they recognize you as a human, like, hey, like, like, hi. And in the city, that's just not a thing. Like they just look right past you. And
Yeah.
I felt this crazy. The first time in my life, actually, I felt this like almost this need to be like significant or like recognized or like famous
Uh,
almost. Like I like because I think like coming from not having that recognition, like it made you like recognition starved almost. And it was strange to me. I was like, wow, this is
See,
weird.